Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we're reacting to another Hansen video about a creepy man who brings pizza to a teenager's house. This video's freaky, so let's get into it.
It's Saturday night in the Connecticut suburb. Autumn is in the air, and this guy is bringing pizza to the door.
Okay, so if you don't know that man right there, it's a predator. Basically, he's going to an underage person's house, a child, to try to do stuff with them. Hansen is a man who basically traps these predators and then exposes them online. The video we're reacting to is 46 million views. I've done one Hansen video before and it's done really well, so let's get into another.
Jeff Sokol is no pizza delivery man. Cops say he's here to meet a 13-year-old girl.
Oh, it's so disgusting. It's just freaky that these people actually do this and think they're gonna get away with it. And the sad thing is, people probably do get away with this.
Sokol drove all the way from Boston to our sting house in Fairfield, Connecticut. What he doesn't know is that we've placed more than a dozen hidden cameras all over the property.
So they've basically booby-trapped this house with cameras, microphones, think of anything, it'll be in there, including the police. Also, the girl we see in this video is actually a teenager. They usually hire like an older person, not an actual child.
His date with a 13-year-old is going to be on national TV.
And that is basically what's going to happen in this video. The creep is going to get caught.
On Sokol's LinkedIn page, he calls himself Master of Puppet, possibly a reference to a famous heavy metal song. He says he graduated from the University of Massachusetts Amherst with a degree in management. He worked in the insurance industry as an auditor.
I'm sorry, but whenever you look at a photo of him, it just screams pedo. Look at that right there. Like, that's just freaky. He just looks so like ugly and eerie and just, ugh, it makes me cringe.
But he says he now drives for Lyft, the ride-sharing service.
Wait, so he like had a university degree in finance and now he works for a taxi company? I mean, there's nothing wrong with that, but that is quite a difference, isn't it? Imagine going to university, spending years studying like a massive topic, and then you end up driving cabs.
We're working with the cooperation of the Fairfield Police and the online watchdog group Tetrid Core. Tetrid posts pictures of actual 13-year-olds on social media for hiding their identities. It's not long before Sokol contacts our decoy, we'll call her Bailey, and the chat gets a little raunchy.
Okay, so basically they've got this like fake person on like an app. It's usually them really sketchy texting apps where you can just message people and there's like, oh, it's just sketchy. Basically, he's fallen for the bait and they're gonna try and lure him in and then get him.
Are you a virgin? LOL, yeah, that is personal. No, I was with my boyfriend once. I really want to be intimate with you. Do you have pretty feet?
He's literally saying this to a 13-year-old. I don't know how old this man is. I think he's like 40 or something like that, but imagine saying that to a 13-year-old. That's creepy enough saying it to somebody who's 18. Never mind a child.
LOL, yeah, I don't have homeless feet. He then turns the conversation very personal, asking questions no adult should ever ask a 13-year-old. Do you trim your blank?
I'm sorry, but that makes me, that just, I don't know how to react. It just freaks me out. And the thing is, this happens all the time because it's happened to me before whenever I was younger in these apps. Guys, don't go on social media because it's dangerous.
Do you think blank size mattered? Nope, X was decent. I'm not that big, but I know how to satisfy a girl.
You're literally saying this to a 13-year-old. She's not a girl, she's a child, she's a minor. I always find it so funny because these men get caught and then they make up a big story and try to get themselves out of it, and it never works.
Sokol seems to be worried that Bailey might be an undercover cop, so he asks for a custom pic to prove she's real. Take a selfie holding up 4 fingers below your face, then I would know it's really you.
That's literally what I do in Snapchat if I'm Snapchatting a boy. I always get scared of getting catfished because it's happened so many times before. If you ask somebody for a specific type of photo, it can be them like holding an object or like a finger or something like that, and they don't send it or they make up an excuse as to why they can't send it. It's a catfish and remove them.
My fear is that it's not you. That it's someone in law enforcement looking to nail someone.
Nail someone? I think they're gonna nail you. I mean, technically you have fallen for their bait and they do have enough to arrest you. He's talking inappropriately to a child.
Bailey sends the pic, and Sokol sends a creepy reply. I like it. Your hands are cute.
Ew, that's so freaky. Like, that's been said to me before. I remember whenever I was younger, I posted a mirror selfie on Instagram, on my Instagram story, and a man literally swiped up to my DMs and he was like, you've got really nice hands. Can I see your feet? And I was like, oh my god, get away.
Sokol knows the girl is 13 and he says he knows what he's doing is illegal.
He kind of looks like a predator. Like, he literally looks like the type of person to do something like that. Like, he literally looks like somebody you'd see in the news who's done something bad.
As a 44-year-old guy, I shouldn't be talking to 13-year-old girls like this. You know, I could be put in jail if the police found out we were intimate.
Well, you are gonna end up going to jail and the police will find out. So he's basically admitting that he knows he's breaking the law and he shouldn't be doing it. Yet he continues to do it. Oh my god, did you just see my eye twitch? Oh my god. Is he trying to assassinate me? Like, my eye just went really weird.
The only way police would know if we ever got intimate is if someone saw us together or you told the police. Not by me. Blank that.
I don't understand how he's falling for this. Like, how can you literally fall for it? No child speaks like that. Oh my god, I just realized he's probably done this to other kids before, so that's why he's so used to it. He's got balls, doesn't he?
Well, tonight, intimacy is not on the menu. In fact, dinner is delayed. Sokol is late because he says his pipes sprung a leak.
Okay, so I think they're actually gonna meet up and he's already ditched. I mean, that's not good because I kind of want him to go there so it means he can get arrested and like beaten. The man's just so freaky. Like, do you ever look at somebody and get an ick and just feel ill? I feel that way whenever I look at him.
Hello?
Hey, what's up?
He thinks he's calling Bailey to tell her he's late, but he's actually speaking to Lori from Tetrad in our virtual control room.
Did your plumber get there yet?
Is not. Is late.
Why is he speaking like that? Like, he's speaking so slowly. If you watch my last Chris Hansen video, I'll leave an annotation to the Chris Hansen playlist at the end of this video. I've done one other one. But basically, the creepy guy was speaking to the child really weird. He was like, hello. Like, that's just so weird.
Finally, his plumbing repaired, Sokol heads down I-95 for Connecticut. He picks up a pizza and asks Bailey about what to wash it down with. You got booze? My mom has some vodka, but no rum.
Why would he be giving a 13-year-old alcohol? Do 13-year-olds drink alcohol? Maybe I was just a lame kid, but I certainly didn't do that.
Sokol arrives at the house. Our on-site decoy, a 19-year-old theater student, lets him in the door.
Okay, so the girl who's gonna open the door and chat to him for a wee bit is actually 19. I said this in the last video, but she doesn't look 13. Maybe these weirdos are just stupid and they don't know what an actual 13-year-old looks like. I mean, I feel like I could definitely pass for a 14-year-old, maybe a 15-year-old.
Sorry about that. Come on in.
Oh, it's a different girl.
Good, how are you? Did you find the house okay?
No, because it's really dark out.
Oh wait, never mind, it is the same girl. They have to be careful with the girls they use because they can't always use the same girl. They probably film a load of videos like that before they post it so they don't actually know who it is.
That's a long drive.
Yeah. Alright.
Sorry, I'm really nervous.
Oh, you gonna give me a hug?
Oh my god, he's already went in for a hug. I only hug my closest friends and he's apparently hugging a girl he thinks is 13. Get ready because Chris Hansen's gonna come out soon and it's the funniest thing ever. They literally pooed themselves.
Oh.
I'm sorry.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm okay.
Ah, why are you staring at her like that? There's quite a few people like this in the world. Like, you don't know who could be like that. It could be a woman, a man, a cousin. Literally anybody. There's so many predators out in the world.
There's plates right behind
So
you.
like the small pizza is like almost as big as the big one.
He literally went and bought food. So he thinks that she's home alone and she'll be home alone for like a day or two. What 13-year-old would be left home alone in a house?
I didn't know that. 'Cause, like, you said small, I thought it would be like a really small one.
Yeah.
I said big one.
Sorry.
Are you okay?
I'm okay.
Is she okay? Does she look okay? She looks like she's pooing herself. This girl puts herself in so much danger, but she's actually so good. Basically, she's sacrificing herself. Like, she's literally saving people. So I've got a lot of respect for people like her who put themselves in danger like that.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. I am. I'm fine.
I've just never done this before.
I know.
He goes, I know, I know. It's obviously not his first time doing this. I've got a feeling he's got a pass at doing that.
Have you?
No, not really.
No, not really. So there's a possibility he has. Okay, I'm happy that this man is getting arrested. Also, look at her face. She's just realized what he said, so she's freaked out.
Are you telling me the truth?
I mean, I've met girls online, but I don't like come like this far to like meet someone. I don't know why.
It's
Whatever.
kind of crazy, huh?
Oh my god, so he's literally just admitted to doing it before. I hope it wasn't with 13-year-old girls. I mean, he's a freak. Even if I were 18, I wouldn't let him near me.
No,
It's
whatever.
kind of crazy, huh?
It is crazy. Yeah, why did you let me come?
I don't know.
If you're so nervous.
It seems like a good idea, and you seem nice.
Why is he staring at her like that? Ew! He just reminds me of the type of person who'd sit at like the back of a strip club and just watch the strippers, or like the back of a bar. He's just like that really creepy man that you're told not to go near.
Why do you think I came?
I think I know.
It's not the only reason. It's not the reason.
It's not the reason, that's a lie. You know exactly why you're there. You think you're getting something, but the only thing you're gonna be getting is arrested.
What's the reason?
And I just, been talking to you for a while, and
Oh, it's just so freaky the way he's speaking to her. He's literally staring at her like that and saying, I've been speaking to you for a while. Oh my god, the poor girl's so uncomfortable, and I don't blame her.
you seem like really cool to hang out with, and someone that I'd like to meet, and I wanted to check out the situation,
So he's basically admitted that he's really wanted to meet up with a 13-year-old. It's just bizarre, like it's weird. Technically, pedophilia is a mental health issue. These people need help, like they are a danger to themselves and society.
Here we are.
Yeah.
So, let's deal with this whole contract thing, because I'm just going to be thinking about it the whole time.
Contract thing? Oh my god, he's not gonna try and make her do stuff, is he? Nah, this is freaky. This man is like a mastermind, and I'm happy they've got him arrested. This video had 46 million views. There's like 60 million people in the UK, so like 80% of the UK population have seen this video. Are you gonna speak?
Let's eat, and we can talk about it.
Nah, don't sit down, eat, and then talk about it. Talk about it now. He's literally not answering it, and he's slowly opening his things. Like, it's so freaky. He probably thinks he's finessed the system when realistically he hasn't.
Jeff Sokol thinks he's going to scarf down some pepperoni pizza with a 13-year-old girl he just met online. But tonight, he apparently has a different kind of topping in mind.
Oh my god, what's he gonna do? Have they spoken about this contract that apparently he's made up? He's probably said, oh, I've got something we can maybe do, but I'm not gonna tell you until I get there. It's freaky, and it's dangerous, and it's illegal.
I mean, you look great.
Thanks.
You just look different than what than like in the pictures. I don't know, maybe I don't know, I expected you to have dark hair. Did you?
My hair just, it lightens up in the summer.
He's getting really suspicious. I literally mentioned this earlier in the video. If they're gonna like prank these people, or not prank these people, arrest these people, or like lure them in, they need to use photos of somebody who looks like that girl. I swear they use like an Asian girl in like the photos on the app.
And no, I'm not saying. I mean, I think you look
You don't
great.
like it?
I think you look great. I'm just saying, like you look different, than I thought.
Yeah.
But no, nothing wrong with
Well, you
that.
never can tell with online things,
Oh, why'd you stare at her like that? The man is freaky. The thing is, he's probably got a family and possibly a wife and children. Imagine the police come to your door and tell you your son's got up to something like that.
In a text that will turn your stomach, Sokol talks about a marriage contract and even suggests they elope. The only thing that can prevent me from getting arrested is if we got married, LOL.
So he's basically saying he wants to marry a 13-year-old. He obviously knows that he's doing something illegal, so he's trying to like get through loopholes. Thank God in the end he didn't.
If you were married to me right now, then I wouldn't be breaking the law.
So he literally knows he's breaking the law. Oh my god, this is just such a freak. Like, he's just so creepy.
What's that?
I have no idea. Do you want me to check?
Chris Hansen's gonna come out.
No.
What kind of pizza we have tonight? Who's this?
I'll get to that in a minute. Who are you?
And he's there! Chris Hansen is gonna start the interrogation. This is my favorite part of these videos because these creeps literally freak out. They don't know what to say and they start making up a load of rubbish.
Who are you?
You tell me first. You're Jeff, right?
Yeah,
And what are you doing here tonight, Jeff?
hanging out
Hanging out with whom?
with her.
Who's her?
Exactly, see, doesn't have anything to say. Also, how's he sat there with a big smuggy smile on his face? He should be pooing himself because he knows his life's over.
I want to know who you are.
I want to know a little bit more about you first.
Can I eat first?
Sure, go ahead.
Can I eat first? He knows that's his last meal. From now on, the only meal he's gonna be getting is jail food. He's gonna be getting a load of grub. He's gonna wake up and get porridge 3 times a day in jail.
He's so relaxed and convinced of his innocence, he eats a slice of pizza.
Tell me who you are, because Didn't know there would be other people there.
Well, of course you didn't, because if you knew other people were going to be there, you wouldn't have turned up, would you, you dirty nonce? I'm so happy Chris has caught him. Get ready, because he's going to start to backtrack. He's going to, like, cry or make up a load of lies. I can't wait to see him get put into jail.
What do you expect to happen here tonight, Jeff?
Didn't have any expectation.
No expectations whatsoever.
No.
So you drove 2.5 hours?
Sure did.
2.5 hours. Oh my god, he really did do that for a 13-year-old, and he got caught in the end. I shouldn't be laughing about that, because if he's done this for this 13-year-old, imagine what he's done for others. And I've got a feeling he has.
From Boston.
Who are you?
To come here
Are you her dad?
to meet a young girl.
Are you her
I
dad?
will get to that in a minute.
Huh?
Go ahead, have a look.
I'm sorry, that's just so freaky. How's he eating like that? This man is evil. This is just so weird and bizarre. Like, this type of behavior is not normal. He knows that he's over, and do you want to know something? I'm happy.
Sokol probably should have brought napkins.
I haven't done anything wrong. Coming to meet somebody? What's wrong? What is that against
Coming
the
to
law?
meet a young girl?
They're so stupid. They literally think they're gonna get away with it. I've only come here to hang out with her. Like, I was gonna do nothing inappropriate. It wasn't like I was talking to her about arranged marriage and saying I want to do inappropriate things to her. They're stupid.
Yeah, is that against the law?
It is after this chat.
How?
Did you bring some kind of a contract with you?
See, he knows he's done. He's just got caught out. They always think they can lie their way out of it. I feel like everyone's done that in a situation, especially in school. Not meeting 13-year-olds, I hope not. But I remember I'd get caught doing something in school and I'd try to, like, worm my way out of it. And the teachers would hit me with evidence and I'd just be like, oh god.
Some sort of marriage contract? Let's see if any of this sounds familiar while you enjoy your pizza.
Exactly, like he's just sat there giggling and eating pizza. It's quite scary how evil some people are, aren't they?
I should come see you on Saturday. Well, since your mom isn't home, it's the best time to do it. I would, but only if you want me to.
And he just continues to munch. All he does is munch, 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 munch. It's so bizarre how some people act whenever they're caught red-handed. And this right here is bizarre.
You say, I can't go to jail. My life would be ruined.
Right.
Could be locked up for 20 years.
Yep.
So he's literally admitting that he's going to jail and he knows what he's done is wrong. I mean, at least this will be used against him as evidence. Realistically, he's just digging himself into a bigger hole.
And then you say, do you trim your blank?
Okay.
Now you know that this girl is 13, right?
Wasn't sure.
She's told you.
Here he is, and now he started with the, oh, I wasn't sure how old she was. I thought she was 18. I must have accidentally read it wrong. It's just so stupid.
How old are you? You might as well just tell me, because I can find out like that.
Who are you? Can you tell me who you are first?
His name is Chris Hansen, and you are on the program Hansen vs. Predator. How to Catch a Predator. I swear that's the program, isn't it?
I will tell you that in a minute.
Because, you know, now you're making me nervous and...
You're 44 years old, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Oh, so he's making you nervous, but you weren't nervous going to a 13-year-old girl's house. It's quite weird how their brains work, isn't it?
As a 44-year-old guy, I shouldn't be talking to 13-year-old girls like this. Yet I want to. What am I supposed to make of that?
Exactly, he's got nothing to say, he's just gonna sit there and munch. It's so funny how they don't say anything whenever they get caught out, isn't it?
Sorry, I'm paranoid. For meeting me? No, potentially having sex. But that is where the breaking the law comes from.
What would happen if he jumped up and like punched Chris? Like, imagine he gave him such a massive punch and like put him into a coma. I mean, it wouldn't be surprised if the weirdo done something like that.
Right. Punishable up to 20 years. Did you bring condoms with you tonight?
Well, they're planning on having sex.
What a load of rubbish! That is exactly what he was planning and doing. This man just doesn't understand it, does he? He's digging himself into a bigger hole. He'd probably get less years in prison if he sat down and admitted that he's got a problem and admitted to what he's doing. But no, he's gonna lie. You're gonna get caught out eventually, and he's got caught out.
Do you have them in your car?
No,
I'm gonna find out, so you might as well tell me now.
I don't. Go ahead, check the car.
The thing is, they're gonna go out and check the car and they are gonna be there. They literally lie so much, like they just lie.
You will never tell anyone about us having sex. Are you sure? Okay. Okay, I could be there Saturday afternoon.
So basically in the text messages he's saying he wants to do it and he can't wait to do it. Weird how he didn't admit that when he sat in front of Chris. Does he not realize that Chris has literally got their whole dialogue of everything they said in the app?
Explain.
Exactly, he's got nothing to say because he knows he can't say anything. I just find it so funny. Like, how does this happen? These people are so stupid.
Explain it to me.
Just wanted to come hang out and...
It looks like here you wanted to come here and have sex with a 13-year-old girl.
Okay, is that against the law to
have sex with a 13-year-old girl when you're 44? Yes, it's against the law.
To meet a girl.
Excuse me, to meet a girl? Absolutely not, sweetheart. You knew exactly what you were doing. I can't believe that he's still lying. Like, how is he not wormed into his little brain that he's getting caught and he's getting put into jail? Chris Hansen is literally me right now. He's like, what are you on about? Of course it's illegal.
You see how this looks.
Okay, but do you also see that I was pretty apprehensive about the whole sex thing?
Excuse me, what? You weren't apprehensive at all. You wanted to do it. You kept saying, oh my god, are you not a police officer? I don't want to get arrested. You were doing everything you could to make sure that she was actually a 13-year-old girl. This is a load of rubbish.
I was pretty apprehensive about the whole sex thing.
Well, wouldn't you be? Wouldn't anybody be if they're going to try to have sex with a 13-year-old girl?
To be honest with you, you're not going to believe me, but I don't know who you are, but I'm sure you're like, law enforcement, but...
I've got a feeling he's gonna hit us with the good old line, oh, I was just joking, I wasn't actually gonna do it, I was just saying that.
You think I'm law enforcement?
Well, I mean, that's what it sounds like. I was thinking about this on the way down.
Right. You had 2.5 hours to think about it.
And I wasn't gonna, I'm not gonna risk it.
Shut up, mate, you're lying! You are a liar! A liar! I get so worked up over these videos because it's literally a laughing stock. We're laughing at you, mate, you've been caught out.
It's not normal for a 44-year-old guy to drive 2.5 hours to hang out with a 13-year-old girl.
I wanted to hang out, see how she was, see if...
A 13-year-old girl? How often do you do this sort of thing?
It's quite obvious that he's done this before, and that's freaky. If he denies it, I don't believe him. Like, I don't believe anything that comes out of his mouth.
Never done it.
You've never done it. So tonight, you just decided, okay, I'm going to drive 2.5 hours down I-95 from Boston
Yeah, been talking to her
to this
for a little
house.
while, and she seemed cool to hang out with. I mean, what the
You can't find any older girls?
Forget older girls, does he not find anyone else? He's literally traveled for hours to meet up with a 13-year-old girl. I don't know how old you guys are watching this video. There's probably gonna be a 13-year-old, there's probably gonna be like an 18-year-old with a 13-year-old sister. Imagine this man driving down to your house to hang out with you or your sister. Or brother, it could be anyone. It's just freaky, like how is this a thing?
I can, but I had nothing else going on.
So you decided you just come out and hang out with a 13-year-old girl?
Yeah, you can clearly see that I'm very apprehensive about the whole
Let's say we meet and really like each other and want to continue seeing each other.
Oh, and here Chris Hansen goes with the rest of the text. This man is so stupid, like he just doesn't realize he's digging himself into a massive hole. And do you want to know something? I'm happy he's doing it. He's doing us all a favor.
How would we do this? Like I said, as long as you're under 16, age of consent, parenthetically, nobody can know about it. I just can't take that chance. What it sounds like here is you're grooming her.
It's not sounding like he's grooming her, he is grooming her. I can't actually believe that, like, an adult of his age can basically marry a 16-year-old with the parents' consent as well. Like, what parents want a 40-year-old man to marry their child? Freaky ones, that's the type.
Testing her to make sure it would be okay if you had sex with her, so no one would find out.
To be honest with you, like I said, when I was on the way down, I was thinking about the whole thing, and even before I left.
Mate, shut up, you weren't. You're just getting yourself in a knot. He is literally like a dog with his tail in between his legs. He's trying to backtrack and he can't because the evidence is right in front of him.
And even before I left, I was thinking, I'm not gonna have sex with her unless it's legal.
So you talk about a plan to make it legal.
Is there a way to make it legal? I really hope there isn't. Either way, she's a 13-year-old. She's a minor. What can a 13-year-old do? Nothing. I don't think they can even get in to see scary movies at the cinema. What movies are like a 12A? I don't even know. I don't think she could get in to see Harry Potter, could she?
To marry her. Right?
Yeah, not in 2 seconds. I mean, like...
So if you liked her, like, next week or the week after, you'd marry a 13-year-old girl?
Not next week.
So he's not even denying that he wanted to marry her, or he possibly could. I would never be in his shoes, but if I was, I'd be like, look, I'm not gonna marry her. But he's literally not even saying that.
So after just a few days worth of chatting, you decide you love her?
No.
You want to have sex with her?
I don't know.
You want to marry her? What do you mean you don't know she's 13?
Exactly, the answer should be N-O. No. Oh, it's just so stupid. Like, they always dig themselves into such a big hole. And it's so funny because we're literally laughing at them like they're a laughing stock.
I don't know. I was just throwing things out, like, you know, just in case. Maybe I did like her. Maybe it was, you know.
So then you'd marry a 13-year-old girl because she's really cool and you could have sex.
After a while, if it worked out, yeah.
Oh, no! Freak, that is freaky. It's just so disgusting. Like, he doesn't see any problem with it. Does this man have a brain?
After a while.
Yeah.
What, like 3 years of dating?
I don't know.
A romantic courtship?
Maybe.
Maybe. So you're cool with all this. You just think this is just fine. Marching here to this home.
I know what you're.
Yeah, you know what he's what? What's he doing? He's getting you to admit that you're a pedo. Oh my god, this is just so freaky. Like, this is actually scary. This is terrifying that this actually happened. Like, this is literally a conversation between two adults. Two older men.
Well, what else am I supposed to think, Jeff?
Do I seem like a dishonest, dirty person?
What? Yes, you do. You've literally lied throughout this whole video. I think he's been getting confronted for about 5 minutes. And he's been lying the whole time. You guys, this video is like 20 minutes long and we're only 13 minutes into it. This is gonna be long.
I mean, do I seem like it to you?
This chat seems like it.
Chris Hansen is trying his best not to laugh because this man is just so ridiculous. This is literally like, I don't even know how to describe it. This isn't real, is it? It doesn't sound like it would actually be real life, but this is real life.
It seems like someone who at 44 years old.
Chat is chat.
Chat is chat, but showing up is showing up. And guess what, Jeff? You showed up at a home where you knew a 13-year-old girl would be alone.
Exactly, Jeff. Like, you can say chat is chat, but you showed up with the intention to hook up with her. It's not even hook up, it's literally rape. You can't consent to a man of him. He literally would have went there to rape her.
After a sexually charged conversation online, you come in, oh, I want to hug you.
Hi.
Sorry, I'm really nervous.
Oh, you're giving me a hug?
No, sorry.
Oh, it's just so freaky. Like, it actually makes me feel so uncomfortable. Guys, I've said this before in the video, but please be careful with who you speak to online. If he's able to fall for something like that, imagine what you're able to fall for. He's meant to be smarter than you. This is why you need to be so careful online. This is why I don't speak to anyone. Like, I could literally fall for something like that. I could think that I'm meeting like an 18 or a 19-year-old, and in fact a 40-year-old man turns up and like kidnaps me and harms me.
Yeah.
The little girl's nervous. You do with everybody.
Yeah.
You do that every time you meet a 13-year-old girl.
I do it when I meet somebody for the first time. I hug them.
But this somebody is not an adult, Jeff. She's 13.
He didn't give Chris Hansen a hug, did he? He literally said, oh, I give everyone a hug whenever I meet them for the first time. Go up and give Chris a wee cuddle. I'm sure he'd love it.
Please tell me who you are.
I'll tell you what.
I'm trying to be nice here.
Okay. So am I. But you're not answering all my questions.
I will. Can you just tell me who you are?
I'm Chris Hansen, and this is an investigation.
Oh, so he's looking around, he knows he's completely over. He was probably thinking in his head, do I know something? This is probably her dad, and I'm going to be able to make a runner and get away with it. But he now knows that this is an investigation, so the law enforcement are going to be outside and he's going to get arrested. Who is that
So
with the
if there's anything else
camera?
you want people to know, anything you want to say, now would be a good time to say it.
Oh my god, they've got multiple cameras. Did you see the way they shot out there? He now knows that he's literally over. Like, he knows it's over. He's going straight to jail.
I can't believe this happened.
Well, Jeff, believe it.
I feel like it's gonna get juicy, so let's get into it.
What cops say 44-year-old Jeff Sokol did will disgust every parent in America. In text, he freely talks about marrying a 13-year-old girl. You're almost 14, expletive. You're an adult. As long as you are under 16, age of consent, nobody can know about us.
He literally just said a 14-year-old's nearly an adult. I'm an adult, I'm 18 and I don't feel like an adult. I literally feel like a 14-year-old. It's quite obvious that he's got no kids because no weirdo like him would do something like that to a child. Actually, he probably would.
But he's not so forthcoming during my confrontation.
Did you bring any sort of a marriage contract?
No.
So what was all that talk about?
I don't want to talk anymore.
You can leave.
Can you shut it off?
Can you shut it off? Excuse me, what? If he walks out that door, he's gonna get arrested. I've got a feeling he does get taken to a jail place. Yeah, he does. He gets taken into an interrogation room.
I mean, what is this?
It's an investigation for a television program where we investigate grown people who go online and try to create inappropriate, illegal relationships with underage children.
And you are that man. I'm just so happy that programs like this exist because it really does show you how evil some people can be. And I feel like it's actually quite good to like speak about this. This is why you need to be careful online, you guys.
But in all my years of catching these guys, I've never had an offer like this.
You can take your pizza if you like.
You want a slice?
I'm good, thank you very much.
They just offered to give him a slice. Oh my god, this man's just so sick. To be honest, that pizza's probably going to be vomited up out of his mouth whenever he's in the jail cell. I mean, I wouldn't want to go into jail on an empty stomach.
What about you guys? So the cops here?
Are you going to offer the cops a piece of pizza? I mean, it wouldn't surprise me if you did.
Sokol isn't getting seconds. His next meal will be in jail.
Come on out. Let's go.
And he's getting
Cops
arrested.
grab him. During the search, cops find a sex enhancement pill, the kind where you call a doctor if it's still working after 4 hours.
Oh my god, so he did have stuff in his car. He's a liar. Oh my god, I really do hope he enjoys jail. He's not going to be able to eat pizza for about 20 years. He's going to be eating parts from now on.
Sokol is placed in the back of an unmarked police car. The cops put his pizza in the trunk. He's hauled off to Fairfield, Connecticut Police Headquarters.
Okay, so this is him getting taken to the police station. They usually have like a camera in the police room and we get to see exactly what happens. Let's see him getting charged.
Sokol is booked, fingerprinted, and poses for a mugshot. Cops read him his rights.
Anything you say or statements you make may be used against you.
He waives his right to remain silent.
Oh, that's weird, isn't it? Why is he being silent when they've literally just got everything on camera? I mean, it would probably be better for his sake if he kept his mouth shut.
And the arrogance he displayed during my confrontation comes out in the police interrogation.
Isn't that all speculation?
To me,
I mean, it's
what's the speculation? I'm looking at this thing. It's like
you're speculating that I was going to have sex with her tonight.
Exactly! How is he gonna try and trick them? He tried to trick Hansen, it didn't work, and now he's gonna try and trick the police. Really? You think you're gonna be able to trick the police?
you didn't say that. Well, tell me what you said.
Well, we talked about having sex, but that doesn't mean
Isn't that strange?
that doesn't mean I was going to tonight.
It's strange for a 44-year-old man to speak like that to a 13-year-old. He's like 30 years older than her. So whenever that girl was born, he was 30. He's nearly double my age.
What's the deal with the marriage certificate? What was that whole conversation? You ever a marriage agreement or a contract?
Marriage? I've never spoke about marriage. See, he's gonna act like he's got like brain problems now. He's gonna be like, oh, I don't remember saying that. I'm so sorry.
Well, I know I was joking at one time when I said, "Is it in the contract?" I was joking.
Was there a mention of like bringing some type? I mean, maybe it was in jest, but did you mention bringing some type of marriage contract or something like that?
No, it wasn't. No.
No. Oh, shut up. Right, I'm gonna wind it forward and let's see what he gets charged with.
Sokol posts a $250,000 bail and heads home to Beantown without his now cold pizza.
Okay, so we got a bail. He obviously doesn't have that amount of money. Like, he doesn't look like he's got money. I just want to see if we find out what he gets charged with.
Sokol was charged with 3 felony counts: attempted second-degree sexual assault, attempted risk of injury to a minor, and enticing a minor by computer.
How many years is he gonna get in jail? I'm gonna guess probably over 15. I mean, I hope he gets more than that.
Fairfield Police Chief Gary McNamara tells me Sokol's talk of marriage contract is a way to rationalize his behavior.
So they look for ways to justify, and this is just another way of him being creative and trying to really justify it.
Oh, so basically the marriage contract was a load of rubbish. I kind of thought that, but I didn't know. I mean, it's just weird overall, isn't it?
Sokol pleaded not guilty to all the charges and will stand trial.
He pleaded not guilty. I'm actually happy he done that because there's so much evidence against him. He's gonna be found guilty.
After a court hearing, he dodged our cameras and ran back inside the courthouse. We saw him sneak out the back door and duck into this restaurant.
Okay, so they didn't actually tell us how many years in jail he got. I'm gonna look up his name and see if there's any news articles about it. Okay, so apparently he got 7 years and had to serve 30 months. So he literally got 7 years in jail for all of that and only had to like stay in jail for 30 months. Oh my god, what a mess. Anyways, guys, that was another Chris Hansen video. If you want to see me make more videos like this in the future, let me know and I definitely will. Press that big red subscribe button and yes, I'll see you all in my next video.